fighting people off from raping you. This dude has told stories of guys trying to rape him. Men at age 13, 14, he had to whoop men for raping him. I think his mom was addicted to drugs. I mean, this dude had a shitty life. And then you give a dude $50 million after that, no therapy, no proper upbringing. The one dude who's his role model dies, and then you expect him to go, well, let me get this IRA and this mutual fund cracking, and let me invest in my future. No. Most people, if you give the average 18-year-old person from the hood, you ain't got to be no hard rock, you ain't got to be no live dude, you ain't just be an 18-year-old regular girl chasing dude, $50 million, and watch him make it disintegrate. Cause the homie's gonna be sharp. He gonna buy a boat, a car, a plane. He gonna buy all that stuff.
I'm gonna buy a giraffe.
So it's just I don't like the way they just frame this brother to look like the biggest damn fool in the history of the world. I really don't like it, and it seems to be cool with folks, man. He is a punchline, and I understand. We live in. I come from a different world. I get it. I've actually, by and large, given up on humanity, and that sounds horrible, but I have. There's very little compassion in the world. It's everybody rushing to get to the first joke, and we let people clown Mike Tyson. I just don't like it. Yeah, Roy Jones and Mike Tyson are. As RC just said, they're boxing encyclopedia. These are some wild damn. Here's the crazy thing about boxing. You ever notice that the greatest boxers in the history of the game can talk to you about boxing like they were Freddie Pacheco or Emmanuel Stewart or one of they know this game inside out. I would challenge any other athlete on earth to articulate the sweet science, their sport, like these dudes, the Ray Leonards, the Lennox Lewis's, the Mike Tysons, the Evander Holyfields, the George Foremans. I would challenge, but they're known as brutes and dummies. But everybody else are geniuses. Hey man, to be able to articulate what's going on in the ring and get punched in the mouth. I mean, just think about how tough you have to be a boxer. If you are a very good boxer, dude, your job is to get bust in the mouth with somebody's best punch and return your best punch. And then when you age out of the game, your job is to have total recall on everything that you've experienced, and bam, there it is.
Why I said, like I said, I definitely, when I said it, I definitely didn't mean it in no kind of way, no hurtful way, anything like that. But to know that you're going to go in the ring and, like you said, I got to take one of these dudes, I got to take the dude's best punch, and I got to try and throw my best punch back for 15 rounds or 12 rounds, whatever it is. Something is off with you. Now,
okay. Well, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. I'm gonna ask you a question, and this is why I have a problem with what you're saying.
Okay.
Does a nuclear physicist have a screw loose? Because he's dealing with something that could blow up the damn world.
Yes.
So a doctor has a screw loose too.
Yes. Like I said, when I say a screw loose, I'm not saying you're mentally challenged. I'm not saying you crazy.
That's what a screw loose means, bro.
Okay, well maybe I'm just going to use a different word. Maybe I need to explain it a different way. What I'm saying is something is different. Everybody has their own gift. Maybe that gift goes there. In regards to boxing, maybe saying, "Oh yeah, I want to get punched in the face and I want to punch you back." Like, for granted, we all been in fights before, but we're not training to get into another fight. You know what I'm saying? We just living our life.
But again, I'm listening.
No, you doing your job. You're doing your job, so I can't blame you at all.
No. But when you say that, the reason I keep interrupting you is because the goal of boxing is if you look up the definition of pugilism, it is to hit without being hit. So all the people who hate Floyd Mayweather, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do.
I was going to bring him up at one point too, because we were talking about the encyclopedia and things like that. I was going to ask our boxing expertise, how do y'all feel about Mayweather? So RC, I was going to ask you, hopefully you can put something in the chat about that, and I was going to ask you. So like,
I mean, Floyd Mayweather. See, again, this is why I don't. This is why the whole mainstream media thing annoys me to no end. Because, okay, early in his career, before Floyd Mayweather busted up his hands, he has very brittle hands at this point in his life. So he hurt his hands to the point where he can't stand in the middle of the ring and just beat the hell out of you. But when you watch Floyd was Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather, he was tapping people's asses up. And then when he got older, his athletic ability diminished, and instead of being like the greatest and get busted in his head a bunch of times, then use his guile, instead of being like Joe Louis and Sugar Ray Robinson and fight till you don't have the ability anymore, he start moving and shaking. I'm gonna get out the way of this. I'm gonna use my, like I think RC said, my encyclopedia, like mine, of the boxing world. I'm going to adjust on the fly and I'll fight you from there. And to me, that's why it bothers me when you say a screw loose. I know you mean it's different. But when people hear screw loose, they think less intelligent. They think this dude don't know what the hell he's doing. They think crazy. And I think,
and that's why I try to preface this.
Right.
That's why I try, every time I say it, you say, I say, I don't mean it like I try to clean it up.
No, Joe.
No way to officially clean that up and still mean what I mean.
But dig this, Joe. I wasn't correct. It was stopping you for you. I'm stopping you for the dude who will hear you and regurgitate what you said and not understand that you meant this. It take a different type of dude to do this, because it's a dude listening to you going, that dude's stupid. I was listening to this podcast. Even the dude on the podcast said he was stupid.
Okay. Well, there you go. It's something different.
Right. No, I got it.
There you go.
But I just don't like the fact that these gladiators, these warriors, are known as mentally less than. Because to be able to be in the midst of an actual fight, Joe, and I know I'm just saying, Joe, but to be in the midst of an actual fight, a la Floyd Money Mayweather, see what Big Illinois is doing to me, understand, process everything Big Illinois is doing to me, pivot and do something totally different. That is a level of intelligence that is unmatched. To be Ray Lewis and memorize all this stuff, it is a level of intelligence that is undocumented. To be LeBron James, you hear these guys talk about LeBron James, you hear these guys talking about Michael Jordan, you hear these guys talking about Magic Johnson. Do you know the level of intelligence it takes to memorize 29 separate playbooks that are not your own and anticipate what these dudes doing? That's why I get offended when you loosely use that term, a screw loose, because these men and women have some of the tightest screws in the world. Shout out to my man Big Illinois. He just got in the building. What's good, my brother?
Brother. What's good, fellas? Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. You got stuff to do.
Hey man, who's screws, man?
See?
All right, there you go. Okay, there you go. I said it wrong. Okay. Something is different. Something is different about these guys in boxing, because again, you have to, like you said, you have to play your opponent. You have to do what you're supposed to do and anticipate what you're supposed to do. Everybody can't box. We've all been in fights before. I don't know if anybody admit it. We've all probably got beat up before in regards to this. So like, there you go, man. Hey, brother,
he used to be the fastest dude in the hood too. That might explain some of that stuff.
Exactly, but like, Man, so yeah, by me, so I apologize. Again, if anybody was listening and I say a truth, I apologize. There's something different about these guys. That was definitely wrong. Definitely wrong.
And again, and again, Joe, I was really not correcting you because I understood. But we know it's somebody out there that would hey, I was listening to this podcast. The homie Joe from Houston said, them dudes crazy. They respecting your opinion and they go repeat it and somebody else repeat it, and then it's just crazy. It's not crazy. It is whether people acknowledge it or not, I think it's raw dog, buck naked genius. Part of the genius is this, what Ray Kev just put. I could never be a boxer. For the simple fact, I could not separate the sport from my feelings. You hit me hard, we never gonna be cool again. Exactly. These dudes punch each other in the face for 45 minutes and then be like, all right, dog, it's cool. That's listen to the type. Most of these dudes are friendly.
Just like competition. I mean, you don't want nobody to beat you, but you still have to taking somebody, still fighting somebody that's playing football. You still congratulate that person after.
Right. That's why I was offended, not by you, Joe, the statement. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, man, I used to. Now, me playing a little low level, Rudy Poop level that I played on, I'm like Ray Kev. I would leave football games. We lost. You can shake your own hand, punk. I want to play some more because we should have won this game. I don't want to talk to nobody. Shout out to Jimmy Fields and Willie Green having me run all the time. You know what I mean? You post sportsmanship. Man, we lost. I'm not shaking nobody's hand, son. I don't want to shake your hand when we was winning. Yeah. Now I see you a couple hours later when I done dialed it down. I'm cool. What's up, homie? Good game. But right after, I'm Tom Brady out there, son. Flat out. My man said, RC said, Floyd moving up and weight also changed things. He was talking about the brittle hamstring. He could punch, but didn't get off. Don't get it twisted. He could still stop guys. When he was a welterweight, but he let the guys hook off. He could have stopped Pacquiao. Yep. He could have stopped Mosley. I agree. And he had Canelo hurt, but he didn't. He let them slide. Again, that's what I'm saying, Joe.
Appreciate it. Because that's the question I asked, though. I pretty much asked how you felt about him, and that's pretty much the best description I can get. So
exactly. Shout out to RC, man.
By you being a two boxing fan and you being just you have to box fight the smoke. So I definitely appreciate your opinion.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. That's why I had to pause, man, because the screw loose thing makes them seem bad. And again, like I said, Microwave and RC and a couple other people, they gave me examples of tough basketball players. I'm in buying lots. And I'm not changing I'm not pivoting from that. As a matter of fact, I was a solid ball player until a bunch of pussies on the basketball court started complaining about me being too physical. Me not realizing, you know what, you're just a little stronger than them, and you can jump a little higher than them, and they don't like it. I walked away, and that was the end of it. And again, I don't want anybody to think, every single person in the history of the sport is a pussy, but in my life experience, it's more pussies on that basketball court than anywhere else in sports. That's just my personal opinion. Guess what? If you add a couple dollars and some change, and to my opinion, and you can get on the bus. That's it. That's all you can do with my opinion. They y'all done heard the saying, it's like a butthole. Everybody got them, they all stink. That's just mine. Hey. And again, I got the answer to the homies, my uncle, and other people, my cousin Chris down there in Atlanta. Shout out to Goro. They gonna be trying to check me later, and I'm be like, hey, you knew I felt like that. This was no secret. But anyway, man, I didn't like, in closing with the boxing segment, I didn't like the way they was talking to and about the brother Mike Tyson. And here's the crazy part, Joe, and Big Illinois. I'm not a Mike Tyson fan at all. How about that? I'm not a Mike Tyson fan at all, but I just think